G'day mates, welcome back to Pharaoh. So we're heading into the next mission today, the next pair of missions. So we've got up here Blxz, Egypt's crown jewel. It sounds very much like the building mission. So we've got down here Het, old foes and new, and I think this is the military one. Looks like it's in a little cutout. We must be quite far south. Anyway, not sure where we are. Let's dive into Het.
Most respected Pharaoh, all that your family has fought so hard for is threatened. The Nubian Navy is patrolling the Nile, striking deep into the heart of Egyptian territory, ransacking villages and cities alike. The Nubians are also boarding trade ships, pirating away goods. To help your northern cities beat back the foe, you should be prepared to send warships and soldiers to the cities that need them. To prevent the Nubians from again sailing our waters, your military advisors recommend building a cluster of forts at Het, between the second and third cataracts of the Nile. The forts will act as a cork, penning the Nubians in to the south. Successfully driving out the Nubians altogether rests with conquering the city of Baki. Baki is rich in resources, and taking it over will cripple the Nubian economy. Once you have wrested control of Baki away from the Nubians, you can begin importing sandstone from the city for your great mausoleum. Your mausoleum at Het will serve as a reminder of your dominance over the unruly Nubians. There are many challenges before you as you protect Egypt from the Nubians. Pay heed, O living Horus, to the storm rising in the east. The thundering of horses' hooves are heard throughout Canaan, and lightning-quick chariots are laying waste to all in their path. These formidable chariots, the likes of which have never been seen anywhere, are driven by the Hyksos warriors. Already, storm clouds have been spotted on the Egyptian horizon, and you should steel yourself against the impending danger.
Well, that sounds very, very ominous. The Hyksos warriors on the east, I'm not sure where they're coming from. Maybe they're coming out from sort of up Syria direction or something. Not really sure about that. But right now we have a more pressing concern. The Nubians are raiding our country. We need to get down there, bottle them back into Nubia, and drive them back. So have a quick look around the city. We've got a fair bit of meadow farmland. You can tell up here by the mini-map. There's quite a bit of meadow farmland here. There's a bit here, a little bit around this corner as well, and okay, there's not that much, but there's a fair bit of meadow farm. There's enough to keep us going. And it's not looking like there's a lot of floodplain farming. Where are we actually? We're even further south. We're pushing them further and further south all the time. So Blxz is somewhere up here. We can't trade with them apparently this mission. But these guys down here, so we are, I don't even, never heard of Toshka before. Anyway, so Baki's the one we need to drive out. For some reason, we're deep into Nubia here. The Nubians are sort of coming around us and riding up the Nile. If we can, I suppose, conquer here and then conquer Baki, we'll be able to hold them back. Let's have a quick look what we can trade. Not very much at all. We can get, so they'll buy copper. Actually, let's have a look at our resources before we do that. We've got, appears to be probably copper. That's gold. Okay, we've got gold and gemstones. We've got no copper though, which is interesting for a military mission. Let's see if we can, where do we import it from? Who will sell us copper? Nobody will sell us copper. Okay, it looks like Blxz will sell us copper. That's useful. So we can actually buy in at great expense copper from all the way up in Blxz. I thought Sawa was built so we'd have a copper place. Oh well, guess not. So we'll need, just thinking about how we're going to approach this one, we're going to need a bunch of ships. So we've got a bit of coastline here to throw down a couple of ships, maybe a bit more up there. And we're going to need a military force, probably from, well, normally I'd say they're from the south, but maybe they're going to attack from up here in the north a bit. Come up from Baki, so maybe they're going to come up this direction near the gold. Would probably be a sort of a dick move by the developers, and most likely that is what is going to happen. So they're going to come probably from the north, and if I had to guess, probably on the south across these sand dunes here, or even down here somewhere. So not a lot of room to maneuver on this map. Let's have a quick look at our gods before we go any further. We have Set, Ra, and Osiris. So useful, useful. Osiris is our patron, so hopefully we'll be able to get some good blessings down. Yeah, temple complex to Osiris. Hopefully he will bless our farmland, although I don't suspect we're going to be farming very much. Chickpeas and pomegranates. We have 2 types of food. I'm going to stick with just the one type. And, oh shit, okay, we can't get clay, can we? Ah, this is going to be a horrible mission. Anyway, I'm going to come back once I know what I'm doing. Okay, funds are pretty low, but this is what we've got set up currently. We've got here a bunch of gold mines. What have we got there? It's 8? 7? I can count. I can count English. We've got 7 gold mines set up there, and we've got a little city palace. I actually put the correct one down this time, with a little housing block right here. We don't have room for probably another one up here somewhere. Really depends on how our food goes, but this one here should be centrally located enough to tap this farmland and these gold mines. We can throw in some gem mines at a later date as well, because I can actually export jewelry via land trade route to Dakla Oasis, who are still thriving. Thankfully, I built them up well enough. And Byblos via water trade route will buy gems and jewelry. So I think I can throw a little dock down here and get some gem mining going as well for exports. I've also thrown a little quick one down here. Now we're very low on money. I'm going to have to probably go into debt to throw down the, what do you call them, the firehouse and all that stuff like that. But with a little one down here, this will allow us to hopefully tap this farmland here, this meadow farmland, and if required, in the near future, to duck over here and actually start tapping this farmland and expanding it further. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do over here. This gold here is pretty much of no use because it's too far from the palace. So not really sure how I'm going to approach this one just yet. Okay, the gold is flowing in. We've gained a little bit of cash here. This is pretty much tiding us over. We haven't actually ducked into debt just yet. So if the gold keeps flowing and we get the employees we need, so we're not even running at full speed just yet. But, oh, what am I hearing? That's not good, not good at all. I think we're going to have to duck into military almost immediately. Yeah, we have to think about how we're going to approach this one, because we're going to get rid of these hyenas, and no doubt we're going to be attacked shortly as well. And we've ducked into debt for the first time. No. Okay, it looks like we're not getting any rescue funds. I'm going to need to be very, very careful about that. That's a little bit unfortunate. I was building this little expanded area over here. I was thinking of tapping this here for warship wharves, but the fact that we don't have any rescue funds is a little bit of a concern. I'm not quite sure how to approach that just yet. Okay, gems are looking less and less enticing as the mission goes on. Apparently there is an overabundance of gems in the Empire, in the Kingdom, so the price has gone down by an additional 2 Debons. Now that's not a huge amount. If I have a quick peek at, where are we? In here. If I have a quick peek at the price of gems, I'm still receiving 90, so it's only gone down by, you know, a couple of percentage points, so not very much at all, but definitely something to think about in the near future. Okay, our cash position is going reasonably well. We're losing quite a lot of migrants, but they are still coming in waves. So hopefully, actually, just check our unemployment briefly. Excellent, it's 5%, that's good. So with that, we're going to head up and we're going to consider importing 2 things. We're going to need wood, which comes from Dakla Oasis. We can get that via a land trade route. So we're going to import timber. I'm going to import currently up until 400, just because I want our boat thingies, our shipwrights, to work at full speed. And I think we've got enough money. 1,000 Debons isn't that much, so we're going to import some copper. How are we going to do this one? I'm going to want copper. I'm going to import to, I'm going to start at 400 as well. I can up that in the near future up to 800. So I've got a yard set up here and a couple of weaponsmiths, so we can actually begin getting our military all set up. Hopefully the gold continues to flow, and we keep intercepting our gold people. We may have ourselves a big problem. Okay, our first infantry fort has been placed down. We're getting dangerously close to debt again. I really would like to throw down an archer fort as well, and possibly some towers to far out. Okay, that's the, must be the copper, and that'll be the wood. Okay, we are not doing too well just yet. Hopefully we can get out of debt. Yeah, there we were out of debt again already. So the gold is flowing very quickly. Once I can kill these guys off, we'll be in a much better position. Archers are generally more effective at killing off these guys because they can shoot them down as well. Infantry are a bit slower and have to chase them down. But anyway, I will I'll cut back if anything interesting happens. Well, I'm not sure if I should be concerned or not. For some reason, no copper has been coming in. I don't know if there is a bug here. They should be able to just come all the way down and go to my dock. My dock here is here waiting. It has no employees. That may be why it's not working. Why the hell is my dock not working? Let's see if we can... let's try that. See if the dock will actually start working now. Okay, now it is working. There we go. I don't know what happened there. For some reason we were not getting enough employees. One square touching was not enough. It needs at least 2. So hopefully now the copper will begin to flow. In the meantime, I'm going to throw down an archer fort just in case. Archers are very useful for kiting enemies, and if I throw down a few towers in future, I think we'll be much better off. Alrighty, Mennefer is under attack. We've got 4 months to send troops and we have absolutely nothing prepared. We're stuffed. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Even better. It's a waterborne force, which is something that we can absolutely do. That's actually very useful. So we're going to send off all 3 of our warships. You guys run along, sail along, and go kill some shit for me. There we go. We've got enough now to throw down. Where are we? The academy is 1200. I'm going to want you to go right there. It'll allow us to train these troops up to a higher standard. Hopefully, there we go. This is where our copper is finally coming in. I wish they'd sort of go along here. That's a bit stressing me out a little bit having them go along there. They might get run aground. Why? For some reason, it just lost employees the moment they came up to the dock. I have no idea what's going on here. It's really giving me the shits at the moment. So, how about I run it that way instead and roadblock off here, here, and here. Let's try that. Now they're going to force to go down there. They get much better access to the people, and that should hopefully give them all permanent access. I can actually get some bloody copper in for once. And here we go. Copper is... oh, beautiful, finally. We finally got some copper, and it's driven us into debt. That doesn't matter though. This is beautiful, beautiful copper coming in. We can finally make some bloody weapons. Now that'll allow us to actually build up our infantry. Come on guys, there we go. We'll kill them off. We might even have enough to actually kill these. Can we take them? No, I think they're going to be wiped out. Can we get them all? Can we get them? No, we're not going to get them all, I don't think. We're going to need... we might get them all actually. Let's see if we can take these guys out. Because if I can get... price cut. Excellent. That is much cheaper. We can actually get some good timber coming in now. I'm going to have to run these guys over. If I can take out these hyenas, then that will cut our woes right down. One other thing as well, we're at 14% unemployment. That's because I've put all these farms down. Not very useful because I haven't got a granary just yet, so I better move on to that very quickly. How am I going to do this? I'm going to actually run you this way. I'm going to throw a granary over here, and then we should be doing very nicely. Alright, he's still struggling for cash. We're basically borderline debt. We've ducked in a few times in the recent past. Yeah, debt, you know, debt. We're going into debt a few times, but we're managing to hold on. This gold is essentially keeping us afloat. We're not importing too much. We're not really employing that many people, all things considered. No doubt we will begin to outstrip. Oh, that's good. Kingdom Standing climbs. Excellent. So our boats have come back. Any of them damaged? A couple of them were damaged. Looks like only one of them. Very, very nice. So we did win that battle. No doubt we're going to have more of those requests in the near future, but we can actually defend. We can defend ourselves now. We've got a couple of warships. We've got a few soldiers being built up, and we have cash that is low but steady. Now we've got the first harvesters come in. It's not very good. We've got a little bit of unemployment. Let's have a look. Tiny bit of unemployment. So we're currently holding together fairly well. What we're going to do now, though, is bugger, debt. Okay, we're going to duck into a little bit more debt, go a bit further, and I'm going to throw down a bazaar. And with that, we're going to start feeding at least this housing block. These guys can go in the near future. I may throw another granary up here. Okay, Ikiatawe is now under attack, so we have to send troops within 6 months. Please be another water one. Yes, another waterborne force being sent off. So Ikiatawe is about... there we are, up here. So Mennefer, Ikiatawe, we seem to be forcing them back down. Hopefully Well, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but hopefully we're going to keep getting these waterborne requests and we can continue to handle them. I may even not need the copper. That may be why copper was so difficult to actually get on this map. But I can't actually get clay. That's the thing. I've been looking for clay and pottery. And you'll see here, there is no clay, no pottery. So we're currently limited to sort of the next level up. Once I throw a bit of entertainment down, that is as high as we're going to get. But anyway, let's send off that force. And hopefully we can take them down. Okay, another attack. Menat Khufu needs troops within... okay, so Mennefer is now open. Let's have a quick look at that. Mennefer will sell us pottery. Okay, very useful. We can actually buy some pottery for once here. They'll also buy beer, which means we can go to Buhen and get them to sell us barley via water trade route and then sell the beer up here. So we actually have a beginning of a bit of an industry, import-export here. And of course, these guys will also buy jewelry from us, so we can, of course, mine some gemstones. They will be useful. Now, let's have a quick look at the military. We're going to need to send another small force off to Menat Khufu. The downside is our other boats haven't come back from where they are. That may well be them. Yeah, they're going north, so we need boats, but we can't actually dispatch any. They're all currently abroad. Not sure what we're going to do here. Not sure at all. Okay, we've got a very hasty solution put down. Got 3 more warship wharves. The problem is, of course, that this needs to actually build them. We need more labour. I don't think we're going to get them built in time. We really do lack a considerable amount of labour. You're going to go there, and I suppose you can go next, and that should hopefully allow us to... Why are they collapsing? I have no idea. Anyway, hopefully that will allow us to get this under control. Debt, yeah, that's not a problem at this point. So if we can get this thing to build up a couple of... Think about this. We're not going to get it in time. We've already done 2 months and it's only built part of one thing. So we're not going to be able to... Oh no, there you go. So it's built 1.5. There you go. We may actually get this. We may be able to send off 2 boats. I'm going to see how this goes. Okay, I've been running the city very, very slowly and checking this progress. We are... There we go. I think we did it. We did it. There we go. Okay, we've got it. We are very, very close. Hopefully, these 2 will be able to actually go out and hold off at wherever it was, Menat Khufu or something like that. So hopefully they can handle it. If not, then I'm not sure what our options are. Not sure at all. Okay, heroes have returned. Very good. We've managed to defend Ikiatawe. Yeah, of course, employees needed. The only thing I'm worried about now is that we may not have had enough people to actually... what was that? Debt again. I don't care about debt so much. The only thing I'm concerned about is we may not have had enough people to actually defend Menat Khufu. So hopefully those 2 boats were sufficient. It's a bit tricky. We can't just build up one massive force and dispatch them off. We are going to need to get several mobile, smaller forces. So we've not actually encountered that so far. Hopefully we can continue to keep up with it. And of course our heroes have returned from the war. Very, very nice. Let's have a quick look. Did we lose any boats at all? No, it looks like all our boats are currently intact. Just want to make sure they are fully repaired though. Would hate to send them off and lose them because they're not properly repaired. So currently things are holding together pretty well. Chickpeas, you know what, I will accept that. We could use that food very, very much. For some reason this person is not getting food very well, not very effectively anyway. It may be worthwhile to start tapping these farms over here. You can see here I've begun building a little, thank you, 2,000 people. I'm actually a bit worried about unemployment, not too bad just yet. So I'm beginning to throw down the wall here. I'm going to put down a couple of military forces in here as well, just because an unexpected attack from this direction would leave me very badly off. I'm going to have to throw down probably another little mini wall here. It's not going to be a big one, but just enough that I can run my forces down and skirmish around them. And... shit, they could attack from the west as well. I don't really know how I can protect everything at this point. I'll probably throw another... probably just a cluster of towers here. And maybe another little... I don't know, little mini cluster up here or something like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to approach that just yet. But the cash is rolling in, so I have more than enough to keep me going at this point. Alrighty, good news. Trade route to Ikiatawe has opened. Let's have a quick look what they will do for us. They'll buy beer and they'll sell us more pottery. So it looks like we can get enough pottery to keep us going for a long time. And that beer export is definitely looking more and more tempting. Although at this point, money really isn't the issue just yet. Although I suspect it will begin to grow as we keep leveling these people up. Although I may even be able to move into tax in the near future if I can get everything to start looking good. Alright, at this point I am... Oh, interesting timing. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm ready to start moving on to beer. Let's have a quick look at how we're going to do the beer. It's going to come in via water trade route from Blxz. So they're going to sell us barley, and people who will buy beer will then be buying it via water trade route as well. So I need to do it somewhere over here. How exactly am I going to do it? That's the question. I could... I might even be able to run it up behind here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm going to tinker around with this, but I definitely need to move into beer. I need to get another export. I mean, the cash just keeps ticking up, which is useful. I'm actually going to use this chance to throw down another military fort of some sort. I'm going to throw a single archer just over here for the time being. And I don't know what I'll do. I'll just use them as a basic defense. What do we got here? Send reinforcements. What kind of reinforcements? Is it going to be waterborne troops? Okay, we can send off some waterborne troops. And what we're going to do this time is we're actually going to not dispatch everyone. We're going to send off just the 3 of them to defend Baki. And we'll save the other 3 just in case we need them. And yeah, into debt we've gone, but that is because we've set up a nice little barley brewing area. So we've got beer that we'll be pumping out in the near future. These yards cannot actually accept beer just yet. I've got the beer is going down to the storage yard down here. The weapons storage yard is going to hold, excellent, going to hold 3/4 of beer. And with that we can actually export it out. As our city, once we move past the pottery stage, we're going to need to import pottery, and so that is why I'm moving towards getting an export industry set up. We are really going to struggle with the... Oh shit, we're really going to debt. Yeah, okay, anyway, we're diving into debt a little bit here, a little bit more than I had originally hoped. But what we'll be able to do now is get this barley going, and with that we'll be able to export and begin sending stuff off to... Who wants to buy it? You will not buy it. Blxz obviously won't buy it. Ikiatawe will buy it for 1,400 and you're for 1,000. So I think we're going to export to Mennefer to begin with. And possibly jewellery in the near future as well. I have sort of avoided doing that for a long time simply because I suppose I could do it up here. I could do a nice little jewellery thing up there. I think that's how I'm going to do this. Okay, looks like we have managed to win at Baki. Things are looking very nice down here at Baki. Excellent. So our people are coming on the way back. We are really running out of cash. So I'm going to go into here and begin actually exporting the beer. Now, we had a lot of beer to export, so I suspect we're going to fill this up very quickly. Actually, we have in storage already nearly enough to completely tap out Mennefer for the year. So when they come along, we'll be able to buy it out and hopefully get the hell out of debt. How is... Pharaoh's not bad. He's actually... all these military missions we've been doing has been keeping Pharaoh on side. But we're going to sell this beer and get back quick smart. Alrighty, foreign army has invaded. We had 6 months notice and I didn't bother cutting back to it because I knew I would come back for this. Let's have a quick look. They are coming from the north and they appear to be... looks like a naval invasion. Yep, enemy warships. So we got a hell of a lot of warships. So we're going to send them off. Tell them to seek and destroy and take these bastards down. And piece of cake. And we've also got a new trade route out of that. Let's have a quick look at Baki. What can Baki do for us? Oh, we did win Baki as well. I don't think I cut back for that one. Let's have a quick look what Baki will do for us. They will... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They'll sell us copper. Very cheap copper as well, which is... Well, it's too late. We've already spent the money to open up to Byblos. But Baki will sell us the all-important sandstone. I had sort of forgotten about that. Let's have a quick look at that. We need to throw down a monument, a mausoleum. Ooh, I haven't left a lot of space for it. I could throw it down here. That's not really in the city. That would be nice. Now, if I press the R key, I can't actually rotate this like any other building. So what I can do though is I actually press the page up and down keys and I can rotate the map. And it's not going to fit there, bugger. Doesn't matter. What I can do though is there's a sand dune up here at the top that is blocking me, but I can move this road ever so slightly and be able to fit it in just there. That should be absolutely perfect. So cash is steady. The gemstone mines have been set up. We've got ourselves here quite a lot of jewelers. We've actually got more gemstone mines than we need because we can actually export a few gemstones. I forget how it is, land or water, I'm not sure. But they will be going into these little yards over here as and when required. But that hopefully we can fit down. So just double check this one more time. I want the monument mausoleum. You can go. Thank you. Yes, you'll fit right there. That is just enough space to fit that in behind the city. So things should be looking very, very nice. Now we do have a foreign army on their way, and that is probably another 4 or 5 more months to go until they come. So I'll cut back when that happens. Okay, here they are, and they're coming in from the south, and they are boats again. We can easily take these guys down, no problem at all. While we're here, let's just send all of our boats to attack them. It's not really going to be a major concern, but you never ever know. You never know, because often these boats will do very stupid things, such as, where are the transports? So there's a couple of transports here. They actually seem to outnumber us. I may need to get these towers involved. Okay, looks like the transports are going past us. Hopefully we can lock them down. No, come back, come back. Come on, I need you to take these transports out. Okay, 2 down, we've got the 1 left to go, and with that, yes, looks like we got them all. Okay, interestingly, they completely destroyed us. We've got 2 more warships coming down very bloody slowly, but they're going to absolutely rip us apart. So these guys are going to harass us for a little while and eventually button off. Okay, I think we finally managed to destroy them all, our warships. Oh no, there's still one of them running around. Seek and destroy, I suppose. You may as well go help him. Either way, they're basically wrapped it up. There's only a couple left. I think they're all done now. Head back home. You go back home as well. So with that, we can actually start exporting some of our gems. Where are we? We can already export them. So let's export basically all of them. And we're going to export the gems as well. Anything over... you know what? If we've got gems in storage, get rid of them. Now, while we're here, we're going to open up a couple more trading routes as well. You will sell. I don't care about that. Yatawe will buy beer and sell pottery. It may actually be worthwhile opening up with them, but for the time being, I'm not going to. I actually think we've opened everything up already. Other than Yatawe, the only ones who hasn't opened up yet. So I came to screen for no reason. I was thinking of opening up. I suppose Mennefer was the one I was thinking of. But while we're here, let's have a quick check of our cash. We've got enough. So we may as well open up Yatawe as well and begin importing as much pottery as possible. That'll allow us to begin leveling up our people. We're halfway there, and I think if we get these houses up, these blocks as they are leveled up, we should be able to reach that population requirement without getting another housing block. Going to cut back quickly. You can see, of course, these housing levels are leveling up. Beer, next year. Actually, should be able now. Why are we not importing any more? I think I might need more docks, actually. We don't have enough docks. I have to get rid of the shipwright, perhaps. But what I'm saying is I've thrown down a couple of towers everywhere. It's really difficult to get a wall set up here and properly staffed. So I've thrown down just the occasional tower here and there and thrown down a small, sort of a mini wall, more of a fortress down here to sort of protect against anything. With that, I'm basically protected against any direction except the west here. And I have these infantry and archers here to protect immediately while I bring... Thank you. What can we actually get from Sawu? Sawu will sell us more pottery. Very nice. They'll also sell us more copper, and granite is really not useful to us at this point. That reminds me, actually, you were going to be a sandstone. I do need to get the sandstone imported. It's going to take a long time, and I'd like to get this mission done with reasonably quickly. Alrighty, foreign army yet again. These are getting a little bit boring because they're not really posing much of a threat to us. Either way, you can also see I've moved one of the warship wharves down here and thrown another dock up there. That's helping us to unload ships twice as fast and still in the same general vicinity. So with that, let's see if we can take out where these and transports here. They're the ones I really care about. So there's one transport there. Looks like another transport there. 3 transports all up. I think what we can do is actually get these guys to distract the main warships and get this guy out here to take down the transports. with that, I think we beat them back. Oh, it's a bloody useful gift. Throw that into the yards. Excellent. So I'm doing my old trick where I basically have enough room to store the shit tons of sandstone that is going to be required. So I just have a single storage yard here holding it. And, you know, we're trading it in. This is a bit of a problem now that it's filled up, but normally it shouldn't fill up. So I've got down here enough getting warehouses that they should prevent that thing from ever filling up under normal circumstances. That gift may mean that we will fill up this here. Let's have a quick peek. Bucky has not sold everything, so that may seriously slow down our trading as they try and walk all the way down here. That is something you generally want to avoid, but in this case there's not a lot I can do here. And another foreign army. This will probably be the last, unless I do something totally unexpected here, this will probably be the last time I show this on camera because it's, you know, it's getting a bit boring and the editing involved is a pain in the ass for me. So, okay, not good. It looks like there are, this is a little bit interesting. Okay, that looks like victory. I can still hear fighting somewhere, but I think that is victory. We may well have knocked off the last of them. So let's send you back home, and with that I think I can seriously start working on my defenses here. And we've finally got enough bloody sandstone for this monument. Let's put this thing down before any more of these big ass attacks come through and wipe us out. So I'm going to throw that one down there. And then we're going to need, what are we going to need? We're going to need some construction guilds of some sort. Carpenters and stonemasons I will throw down wherever I can fit you. And another foreign army coming on in. And it appears to be... Let's have a quick look where it took me. Yeah, it appears to be... Yeah, that was probably the best we could hope for given the circumstances. And finally, this bloody mausoleum is finished. It's a great big whopping thing. Takes a hell of a lot of sandstone. So there were 240 blocks and an additional 256 on top of that. We can finally, now that that's all done, finish our sandstone imports. We are beginning to run into a bit of a demographic problem. Let's have a quick look at the census here. You can see we have a rapidly aging population, and I suppose the people moving in, like this adult, sort of early young adult age bracket here, really there's not a lot of them moving in. But in another couple of years, we should start getting a boost to our population again. So hopefully we can keep everything together until then. At this point in time, Monument is basically done. I've already gone ahead and filled these out. Hopefully I can keep any grave robbers away. That is a feature, I suppose, of the Cleopatra expansion. So hopefully I can keep those guys at bay. At the moment, I just need a couple more jugglers. I need some kingdom rating. So let's send off a gift to myself. Well, it's to the people of Egypt. Okay, so I'm Pharaoh. I'm now giving back to the people of Egypt. So there is one of those. Excellent. And I've got enough. I can push myself over at any time once I get the culture back on track. And there we go. Culture is done. Population done. Prosperity is beautiful. Monument is complete. All we need is the kingdom. Let's have a quick tour of our city one last time. This block up here, why are they not stable? Entertainment is apparently unstable. Probably to do with the fact that I've been throwing down little juggler schools everywhere. This one here, well, it seems to have everything now, but it may have lost one of the entertainment things for a short period of time. We've got some walls up here. Haven't ended up using them as a little mini fort. If I did get attacked from that direction again, I'd be able to hold them off. But so far, this housing block is pretty good. A couple of forts here. I ended up moving one of them down south here to deal with any attacks down there. But that's enough to defend up here in the north with our little beer production. We have actually had to supplement beer production with beer imports. We just can't get enough barley here to keep the city going. So in the end, I did resort to beer imports, which sort of gave us a hit to prosperity for quite a long time. Where are we? Exports earned was struggling once we stopped exporting the beer and so on and so forth. You guys, I don't need. I was looking for you two. Over here we get our little gem mining and gold mining operation. Quite a lot of stuff here. And of course this big ass beautiful monument. A little palace down here, the Dynasty Mansion, keeping us going. And of course we've got the farms, we've got this little temple complex down there, again protected by walls. And another housing block. I think it's all pretty good. We've got a fairly scattered area. I mean, this population requirement wouldn't want to be much higher. It's very, very tight here. Mainly because we get attacked from so many different angles. If I didn't have to defend, this was a non-military mission, I could probably easily get 8 to maybe 10,000 people on this map. We've got enough imports for all of that to keep us going. Throw another housing block here. Probably a small one there. Another, 1 or 2 here. Or even feed them. So there is definitely room on this map. The main difficulty, of course, is defending it all. But anyway, everyone is down. This is the end of the mission. With that, I think we can... when was our last gift? 6 months ago? It doesn't matter. We can still dispatch that. And with that, we are all done and onwards to victory.
Seth must truly smile upon you, most martial Pharaoh. You have successfully driven out the Nubians, sealing your southern border.
There we go. We have sealed the southern border and we have driven back the Nubians. I believe this one is the final mission for the Middle Kingdom. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we're going to move on to the New Kingdom. But next episode, I'll actually be doing the sister mission to this particular one. So I'll be going back to my earlier save. I'll be loading in, and we will be going into Bubastis and building a massive big city up there, and we'll see how that goes. So I've been Blxz. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button if you are indeed enjoying the content. And as always, take care, and I'll see you next time.